I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. The adoption of the agenda. It is recommended that the agenda of the March 26, 2024 special meeting of the Board of School Trustees be approved as presented. May I get a motion?
I'll move to approve.
Motion by Tyler. May I get a second?
I'll second.
Second by George. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same. Motion carries 5-0. Next item is statements from the public, and we don't have any listed on that. We would like to move forward to the consideration of administrative recommendations. Mr. Schneider.
Thank you. After a thorough investigation and 3 executive sessions, I recommend the board ratify a 5-day suspension without pay and completion of sensitivity training for unprofessional and inappropriate conduct by a member of our certified staff as presented.
Okay, may I get a motion?
I'll motion.
Motion by George,
I'll second.
second by Janet. Any discussion?
I do.
Okay,
So we're 2 months into this, and I want to make sure that I'm compliant with the policies and procedures in the law. But what Mr. Schneider there read, with a thorough investigation, it definitely was. The people who did the investigation did a good, thorough job. They took good notes. There were also audio recordings of everybody that was a witness or a victim in this incident. And we did have 3 executive board meetings. Now, I believe the first executive board meeting that we had wasn't actually focused on this, but in regards to the preliminary stuff before the investigation even took place, if I'm not mistaken. So I then asked my board and the superintendent, I asked you all to please consider listening to the audio recordings as the individuals that were interviewed, what they said, what they didn't say, how they said it, and what was recognizable in their silence. And I've asked you all to do that. I don't know if anybody actually took me up on that. I know that I, as a board member, did. I listened to all the interviews of those individuals. And I can assure you in good faith that I can't sit here and vote in support of this discipline. The charges and facts are serious, and the policies that were violated were very clear violations. I truly believe that this individual is getting a light discipline based on this event, plus the other events that were unearthed during the investigation. Our teachers, staffs, parents, and students all deserve better. So I cannot sit here and support to vote to ratify this discipline, and I encourage this board to join me in that as well. Thank you. I yield back.
okay, any, excuse me, any further discussion? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Same.
Opposed? No.
Okay, motion carries 4-1. Okay, the second one, Mr. Schneider.
Thank you. The board has been provided a copy of a proposed memorandum of understanding with the South Spencer County Classroom Teachers Association to continue to discuss and hold dialogue between the superintendent and the CTA. Open communication is a critical component of school improvement, and this MOU ensures that dialogue and communication will continue between the administration and our teachers. I recommend the board approve the MOU as presented.
May I get a motion?
I'll motion to approve.
Motion by Janet,
I'll second.
second by Tyler. Is there any discussion?
I have discussion on this one as well. Just one simple question, and it's in 3 parts. The question I have is, why? We had a previous MOU. There's no expiration date on that MOU. My next question is it statutory mandated that we do an MOU? Because I know of other corporations that don't do anything along those lines. And then why, in terms of why today? We have 2 months left to go in school. We're not in the middle of a contract discussion, and it's not at the beginning of a school year. So if you can answer that question as to why it's being brought up in a special meeting during spring break, I would love to hear it.
Yeah, well, as far as having a current MOU, I'm not aware of that. I don't think the Teachers Association is aware of it because they were the ones that came and asked to enter into the MOU. And this is something we've been working on the bulk of this school year at discussion.
So just the question why being, I know that we've had one for years and there's not like an expiration date. Was there anything that changed in the previous MOUs compared to the one that you're asking for
Again,
today?
I'm not aware of a current MOU.
Okay, I can share that with you, but,
That'd be great.
okay. That's all I have.
Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same. Motion carries 5-0. And next is the statements and concerns of the board.
I do have one that I want to bring up. We're sitting here 13 days from a large community event / science event / once in a lifetime issue with the solar eclipse. And as a board, we sit here today with the last opportunity scheduled before the event is over. There's a lot of community members, a lot of parents, a lot of faculty and staff, presidents of PTO members of groups have called me and said, what's our plan? Because other corporations have already announced what their plan of action is or will be. There's no superintendent's report, but is there anything that you can give us in regards to the what, when, where, and whys for the solar eclipse taking
Yeah, I
place?
mean, we are in the path, so our students will get to witness it. We've purchased classes for all the students to do. We did have this on our discussion agenda as well, and the majority of the group decided it would be a great learning opportunity to be in school. I think a lot of the schools that are out are doing so because they have concerns about traffic and some other things. We're on the edge of the totality. We did talk with Spencer County. They're not aware of any concerns moving forward. And if you do cancel school, then you have parents that have to make arrangements. So we decided it was a great learning opportunity. We'll be in school, we'll have lessons, we'll talk about the eclipse, we'll get to all the kids outside to view it. So that's where we ended
If
up.
I'm not mistaken, I think the event hits Spencer County around 2:50 in the afternoon, is that correct?
About 2:30.
Okay, so is there, what's the game plan to announce that to the parents, faculty, and staff outside of just, this meeting? How do you let the people know what the game plan is? How do you anticipate telling people?
Well, I'll have my principals send something out to the parents Monday.